Hi. I know that I tried to come on here yesterday and I just got really emotional because the whole thing is really emotional. And, I first want to say that to everybody that has something to say, that I am grateful that there are so many individuals out there that love animals and are ready to defend their honor. Um, I wish that you would have, gotten involved before this, but I want a chance to like talk to you guys and tell you what my side of it is, since nobody seems to like be giving me that chance. Um, and I'm not upset or tearful because of your comments. It doesn't really bother me because really I don't really care. What I care and what's bothering me is that my house is empty and my heart is broken and my dogs are in a shelter, confused and scared and don't know what's going on. Um, all I ever wanted to do was help. Those dogs came from shelters where they were going to be killed. Their microchips can prove that. I don't know why the shelter here continues to say that they don't know. When paperwork has been given to them, the shelters that they came from are government shelters that you have to have a 501c3 for, that they have to confirm with the IRS. So I don't know like why the shelter continues to make claims that I'm not a rescue and why you guys continue to piggyback that. Because what doesn't make a rescue? There are other foster-based rescues, and it seems like in attempts to try to monopolize, you guys just like attack anything that's like new. I don't want the next Dogwood. I don't need to be, the most biggest thing ever. I just want to keep dogs from dying. The dogs that North Bay had helped me with before were sent back to a shelter where they were killed for space. But I'm the villain. I do have fosters, but when fosters don't, when they fall through, or when they change their mind, or when they move out of town, or all these things that every rescue organization has experience with. What am I supposed to do? Leave the dog to fend for itself? Send it back to a shelter? No. I can't take them to my house until I'm able to find some place, because that's my dedication to them and their safety, until I can find somebody else. I never once claimed to have all the answers. I've asked for help numerous times. The bigger organizations gatekeep that information. I don't know what else to do. I'm willing to take the consequences because of my actions. Those dogs are alive. And you can say whatever you want, but for that alone, I am grateful and proud to say that they're alive. Butterscotch, Nichols, Butters, Icy, all of them were born inside of shelters. They were transferred with their moms, and their moms got to watch them grow up. And I know that it's a lot of dogs. But what do you do? No, not very many people are stepping up to the plate. You all have so much to say, but why then wouldn't you volunteer to foster them? Why wouldn't you offer to help? Everybody needs somebody to point the finger at, and you know what? And I'll take that. I really don't care. I'm going to fight this case because I think that maybe it's going to be the opportunity that I need to have the whole story come out. You guys are so quick and congratulating a police department that just shot down a dog that was running away from them, right? One that I have personally advocated for and reached out for records on and submitted complaints for and helped get the lawsuit going for. A shelter that until recently was not even up to date on their filings or their registries. A shelter that has had so many deaths on their hand doesn't have a veterinary premise license, has done so many things, and you guys just, oh, it's okay. Oh, they're just underfunded. Shelters are not underfunded. They get a lot of money. And this new approach that county shelters are doing using the nonprofit model is just a way for them to come in and invade the nonprofit sector. But of course, for places like Dogwood, who was employed by the county shelter for 15 plus years, that doesn't really matter, right? Because you have your hand in their pocket. Or the Friends of the Sonoma County Animal Shelter, who's really, it portrays to be a nonprofit, but it's really got their hands in the city shelter. And the whole thing is kept to this whole situation is not only just retaliation, but an attempt to monopolize. I don't want to monopolize. I don't need to have my name in the clouds. I don't need to have any of that. I just want my dogs to be safe. I just want them to not be put down, because they all deserve a chance to live, because they're all amazing dogs. I wouldn't, the charges that I have are completely bogus, but of course they're all pretty general. And I'm going to fight it, and I don't have any worry about that. It's not why I'm crying. I am completely confident in this, and have every intention. I'm going to take this to trial. What I'm worried about is, in the meantime, I miss my dogs, and I know that they miss me, and I don't want them sitting in a shelter. And I've already agreed to surrender some of them so they can be placed and adopted before they are no longer considered, adorable. But I miss them. My life has no meaning without them. I came out here today and it was like quiet and empty. I don't have any little guys running up to my face and giving me morning kisses. And I miss them so much. And I don't think that anybody even considers that this whole thing is just breaking me. And not because of what you think, not because I could care less about the legal or the people. My dogs are my everything. They're my world. Bella, I've never been away from her ever for 9 years. And now she's sitting in a shelter. Why? Because people want to assume what's going on. People don't want to help. They just want to pass judgment. And I'm sorry. I thought that I was ready to do this, but I'm not.